Hello, Mr. Jones. Yes, I see that you want to know a little bit more about hypertension. Yes, and by reading your medical history, I can tell you now that you are at a very high risk for this. Also, with your line of work, you're a police officer. Um, your family, both mom and dad, both had hypertension and passed away from it. Um, and I see your lifestyle. You have some drinks every evening. You're not really looking at your diet. You're just, eating, don't pay attention to your sodium or carbohydrate intake. You used to be a smoker. Um, I see that you are at a very high risk, and also with you being African American. So, what hypertension is, in hypertension, arterial systemic vasoconstriction is sustained. So, this sustained vasoconstriction occurs due to a complex interreactions between dysfunctional cardiovascular and renal systems. And what that just means is your arteries, they are um, getting narrow. So it's making that blood hard to get to those organs because it's not dilated like it's supposed to be. It's not it's regular figure. It's getting narrow, which causes it to work a little bit harder, causes your blood pressure to go up. And so this can happen in between the heart and the kidney functions. It affects the kidneys. If you don't get your blood pressure under control, it can cause renal damage and other organ failure. But we have primary hypertension, which is the most common type of hypertension. It's idiopathic, which means we really don't know what causes it, but lifestyle changes could help bring that down. So you're a police officer, so you're probably under a high amount of stress. Stress is also the number one killer that people don't know about with causing your blood pressure to go high. Eating, your diet, you want to be sure you don't eat a lot of processed food, stuff with a lot of sodium, canned goods. You need to be reading the back of those, back of the food containers and packages and checking the sodium, fat, cholesterol, all that intake. All that plays an important role in blood pressure. Exercising is very important. It'll help those arteries get back going, along with the diet modification and making sure you're getting your nutrients, your vitamins, minerals, zinc, all that will help with their primary hypertension. It starts about systolic 130, over 80. Anything over that, you are at risk. It's going up into stage 1 hypertension. We also have secondary hypertension, and this hypertension, there is a cause to it. There's an underlying condition, and this usually happens within the younger generation, the younger kids, maybe adults, 18 to 40, even younger than that, because I know some kids that has it that have thyroid problems. Cushing's disease, also obstructive sleep apnea can cause secondary hypertension. So you want to be on the lookout for that if you have any kind of heart problems. That can cause that also. And then we also have the complicated hypertension. And this is a hypertensive emergency because if not taken care of, this can cause organ damage really quick. So we want to make sure that you are checking your blood pressure every day, making sure you are getting the medications that you need for it. Go see your local provider and see what they can put you on and get you on the right path. Even with the nutritionist, get your lab work done. because reading this and looking at your family's history is very crucial. See, your mom had diabetes also, type 2. So you are at very high risk for hypertension.